This stock that just crashed 20% is the reason why I will never trade earnings, right? Earnings are a gamble. Anytime that you are coming into an earnings setup here, it is absolutely one of the most dangerous times ever. Now, I do love trading up into earnings, and you can see this nice little move right here. In fact, this nice little move bottom to top was about an 8-9% move right here. You could have made some money, of course, but a lot of people, I'm sure, got really greedy on this stock, and because of it, oof, they had no idea what they were doing. In fact, UnitedHealth is the stock we're talking about right here. If you went into Outlier, you'd actually see it had a buy signal just a couple days ago. Oh, Christy, Outlier doesn't work. It has a buy signal. And then it went down 20%. That's because you, as an astute investor, need to understand how the market works. We don't want you to be trading into earnings, okay? It is showing you inside the platform that the sector is getting more greedy, the stock is getting more greedy. There is looks like some hidden order blocks out on top of this right here, which might have contributed to that big down move right there. But you have to be market aware. It is the most talked about stock on Wall Street bets today, UnitedHealth. And I'm telling you right now, as a professional investor who's competing in the US Investing Championship, I would not be buying the stock with your money. There's no way that you could buy me or get me to buy this stock ever. Now, the reason you don't want to buy the dip is because you don't know how far the dip is going to continue on dipping, right? But if you buy the rip, you also don't know how high the rip is going to keep on ripping. So think of it logically, right? Buy strength and let the strength help you. Don't buy weakness, because as we saw in UnitedHealth, the weakness can go on so much longer than you could ever make up for. Just this down move right here was down 61%. So this is another reason why I will never trade healthcare stocks. Now, today in Outlier University, we're going to be talking about a healthcare stock that had this was last August, and we're going to be talking about why rolling is so important. And one of the things that we do as outliers, and is an absolute ninja hack to help save your portfolio, because you could be in a situation like this, like happened to me last year, where this one stock, I didn't even know it was going to report anything, right? You knew earnings were coming out, so you put yourself at risk. But healthcare stocks actually report, different trial results and things like that all the time. And you don't know when that's going to happen. And I got monkey hammered real hard on a stock called VKTX. And the funny story about it, VKTX, we'll go to that real quick. The funny story about VKTX is that it had a GLP-1 drug or something like that. And the results came out, but they weren't good enough. The results were good, but not good enough. The stock fell 42-ish% in a single day while I was holding it. Yeah, reason enough to never, ever, ever trade healthcare right there. So don't trade earnings. Don't trade healthcare. I'm giving you some free alpha. But you know what I am going to do next is going to talk about the Outlier Trading Room, US Investing Championship invitation only live stream. That's where we are right now. To help you save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We are in Plan M and Plan Sit in Cash and don't F up your portfolio, but we got to make a change because Plan ETF just hit activate, right? Captain Planet, Plan F, ETF, Plan ETF activate. Exactly. Now listen, if you want normal returns, this probably isn't the right place for you, because link down below is this exact file. There's no paywall, no nothing. I'm only up about 48% for the year. I know that everybody on Wall Street bets, everybody on Reddit is just so much smarter than me, and they were at 48% just yesterday alone. But I'll take these measly returns being at 48% for the year so far. Link down below is exactly every single trade that I put on in the US Investing Championship and the PowerPoint that has allowed me to get to this point. This PowerPoint that I'm sharing with you right now. So if you want outlier returns, now you're in the right place. So Plan M is our most aggressive plan. We still have a couple of Plan M trades that are hanging on, but we got to get out of Plan Sit in Cash. So first, before we do that though, we need to plan on the plan not going to plan. Okay. So Plan M exit signals. We don't have any sell signals on the trades that I have on today. So let's go over here to watch list real quick. And you can see the 4 trades I have on are KGC, NEM, OR, and PPTA. So none of them have a sell signal. So nothing to worry about there in Outlier. Let's go onto the charts on those 4 real quick. And we'll go to KGC first. We're looking for a 10-20 cross on the EMAs or running into an order block. Not happening here. How about PPTA? Up 4.6% today. I'll take it, but not running into anything. There is an outlier block here on 3704. It's got $3 to move up to that point. In fact, what is that percentage terms? It's got 6% move up to there. Can it happen? Possibly, right? We're already up 12-ish% on the trade. How about NEM? NEM does not have the 1020 cross or any order blocks in the way, and or nothing there. So there's nothing to do on my existing trades. I don't have any reasons to exit any of these. Am I going to worry about them? Am I going to panic? Am I going to do any sort of panic selling or FOMO buying? No, of course not, because I had a plan. All I got to do is wait until I get an exit signal to remove myself from those trades. But let's take a look. Is plan M set up today? SPY having a bullish trend. Well, this is a fact. Let's go over to SPY real quick. 10s over the 20, prices over the 50. That looks great. What about the buy or sell signal inside of Outlier? SPY has a buy signal. All right, now we're talking. It's looking good so far. Popping into SPY real quick, we can see the fear and greed heat map is at what? Fear and greed heat map is at 56.29, but it's falling. So the SPY fear and greed heat map is under 70, but it's falling. And so because of that, I'm not going to take any plan M trades, no aggressive trades, but I will take a defensive play, which is plan ETF. Now, plan ETF is not just your run-of-the-mill plan. Plan ETF is absolutely astounding. Absolutely astounding. And the way that we get into this is an uptrend in SPY. We got that. Also uptrend in Qs, but Qs have order blocks in the way. And for time's sake, we don't have to get any of that. SPY having a buy signal. Hey, we got that today. SPY heat map is under 70, and it does not matter for this plan if the fear and greed heat map is moving up or down. Okay, cool. So far, so good, right? New buy signal. It's at 56.29. It's moving down. How about here? Is it inside the value zone? The value zone, and you can have your charts look exactly the same as mine, getting these outlier blocks, getting all these indicators, including the value zone, 100% for free in the Outlier Discord. In fact, you go over here, you go over to the VIP, the FAQ and member contributions, and you scroll down to Trading View. Once you're in Trading View, you'll see the official deep thought indicator with the order blocks. And you scroll up a little bit, you'll see the value zone indicator right there. Add those on your charts. Your charts look identical to mine. Pretty cool. Now, we are inside the value zone, right? It highlights green when it's there, and here we are. And then lastly, any order blocks? Are there any order blocks in our way? Now, there is an order block right there, right? There is. But I'm not going to worry about this one. This one is 15 calendar days old, and that's okay. I want to see it at least 30 calendar days old to not qualify for my trading plan. So for me personally, this absolutely fits. Now, what is an order block? For those of you who don't know, this is an area of trapped buyers. Why do we care about 30 days? You probably care a lot more about getting out of your investment that didn't work out after 30 days than you would after like 2 weeks, right? That's what we're trying to say here. This is the investor psychology. And you can see right here, right? It pulled up, came down, had an order block, just pushed right on through it. And that's what we're trying to identify here is how likely our investor is going to be screaming to sell this. In this case, we're going to ignore that. So next step is to buy shares of SPXL, not options. This is a defensive play, not an offensive play. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, what's the position sizing for this? For me and my plan, you do you. I don't care what you do. Don't do what I do. I'm just a random guy on the internet. It's all available cash. So I need to lighten up some cash because when I go into the portfolio, which is up roughly 48% for the year so far, last time I marked it to market. In fact, let's go look. Okay, yeah, not bad. This account was $50,000 just a couple weeks ago. This account was $50,000 at the beginning of the year. Every single trade I've taken, like I'm about to take in a moment, I have done live on YouTube. Receipts are on YouTube. Go watch it. The links are down below for the exact trades I put on and the trading plan that's got me there. The choice is yours. Be successful or continue to struggle in the markets. So I need to go lighten up some cash. Oh, how about that? So I have about 443. I do have 443 shares of SGov. That's my cash vehicle. So I'm going to trade this and I'm going to send a ticket. Send to ticket. Now, when I do, it's going to come down here. I'm going to drop off chat while I do this real quick. And I'm going to go to equity and I'm going to change to a market order and I'm going to sell all 443. So I'm going to hit sell right now. This is live trading and it was filled to close at $100.62. So if I come over here, you'll see over here, I got out of SGov. Today is the 27th. And I'm going to make this white because this is now actually closed. I got in at $100.57. I got out at $100.62. Huge gains were made today. All $22 were made today. Oh, see, this guy Chris, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He only made $22. Yes, that's $22 in interest collected in the span of just a few days, right? I'm okay with that. That was the whole point. Now we need to go into SPXL. Remember, full position size. The trading plan is set up. So when I go to my actual available cash, I can see I have, how much cash do I have? $44,618. So 44618.32. And we're going to divide that by the price of SPXL at this very moment. The price of SPXL right now is SPXL is 232.43. 232.43. Now you could do it on SPY. You absolutely could do it on SPY, but I'm going to do it in SPXL because that is what my plan has called for. Right there. There we go. And it is a triple leveraged ETF. So for some people, this is not the right vehicle for them, and that's okay. For me, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. So the 232.46 is the current price. So if I come back over here, get my calculator out, divided by 232.46 means I need to get 191 shares. 191 shares. So I'll go over here and I'll go up here and I'll type SPXL. I'm going to do equity. Oh, where's my little highlighter? The highlighter's not working. Hold on, let me restart the highlighter program. There we go. I've grown so accustomed to the highlighter program that I don't like trading or doing anything without it. SPXL quantity, I need to get 191. And because this is super liquid, I can just hit the market and hit buy. Now, you'll see the order get filled. Oh no, it's rejected. Why was it rejected? 232.43. Hang on. Why was it rejected? Cash, stock, option, margin stats, stock buying power. I should have plenty of that. Maybe did I calculate something wrong? Hang on. Maybe I didn't type this in correctly. SPXL. Okay. And I want, did I do something wrong here? 44,618. 44,618 in cash. Stock buying power is plenty. Okay. Then divided by 232.46. Maybe I need to put in the limit price. Let's try that. 191. Limit price of, this is equity, SPXL, 232.46. And then hit buy. Rejected. What am I missing here? You do not have enough buying power. Okay, let's go down one share. 190. Okay. And let's do market because that's really what I want to get. 190 at market. Rejected. You don't have enough buying power. Hang on. I may have to call the broker. I should have buying power here. Let's start at the top. Let's say 100. Market. Filled. Okay. Let's do 90. Market. Rejected. I don't have enough buying power. Stock buying power. 21,094. Okay, let's try 80. Let's try 80. That market. Rejected as well. What am I doing wrong here? So I'm in 100 already. So say how much cash, how much buying, stock buying power, 21,094 divided by 232. Their price is 31. And I should be able to pick up 90. I can't even pick up 80 if I pick up 70. If this doesn't work, we're going to have to pause this while I call a broker. Okay, that was rejected. I got to call the broker. Nothing I can do about it. We're back. Freaking finally. Don't get me started. Okay, so I was on the hold with Bob for ages. And then Bob was like, well, we see you got the money. We see it's listed in cash. The issue was the release somehow in their back system from SGov was not done all the way so that I could buy my SPXL, which is why you need to be able to call your broker, right? Of course, that took way longer than I expected, but that's part of the game. Now, SPXL is actually a little bit better price, so we'll end up getting better fills overall. But let me go ahead and finish that out real quick. Share my screen. Professional YouTuber at work. I really want to get to university, so I'm quite miffed that we had to wait, but it's part of the game. Hey, look at that! Now I should be able to get the rest of my position. So I have, let's go, where is my position portfolio? Okay, I have 100 shares of SPXL, so that's good. So now, looking at the cash, I have 21,384. So 21,380 or 381 divided by 232.50-ish means I need 91 more shares. So fingers crossed, Chris is going to come down here to put in 91 shares at the market. Let's see what happens. It's filled. How about that? How about something working? There we go. Filled 91 shares at 232.25. So my actual portfolio shows the cost at 232.31. So Joe is dropping this in the Discord right now. I'm finally filled full position at 232.31. So we're finally back up to date. So what I want to do now is I've already talked about the exit plan on these. I've already talked about the new trades that we put on. So there's nothing left to do today except go to Outlier University. So we're going to be changing into the Outlier University here. So if you're watching on the replay, go watch that video. And if you're ready to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, click one of these two, and we'll talk soon.